I don't think he wants to be a vampire. So I don't have 1000 XP anyway.
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Ooh. Spared him. I wonder what would happen if I would have turned him. I feel like he would have killed himself. Or tried to kill himself. So I feel like this was a good option. He could go back to whatever brotherhood and be like, oh, this guy... Rescued Swansea. I gotta go switch sides with my laundry. Hold on. go get Dr. Swanzicle. Town is in good shape. Keep wanting to hit that to run. Getting up, I swear, I don't know how but I thought I heard my...
Steady, boys! We've got one of them! Want some of this?
Oh. I gotta change that back. I beat the guy, and I gave you the option to spare his life, turn him into a vampire, and that was it. I ended up sparing his life. I felt like it could benefit me. Maybe.
Filthy murdering bastard!
He could help me later on.
It's done for him! Crawl back to the hell, that's found you!
What the hell was that? Not the light. I've seen the light before. Free purses everywhere in England. Everyone has a purse.
You traitor!
Cool, my turn. Into the aftermath of it. No, let's not. You guys... This is what you want. Could've just let me free.
shall prevail.
I hate when this happens. There we go.
I shall fear no foe.
That corn out my face.
Remember your vows, friend.
Don't kick! Kill him!
Oh my god, where's everybody coming from? This is supposed to be a healthy neighborhood. And I forgot where the theater was. I do need to turn it.
Die, vermin!
No, vermin. Exterminator.
This one's mine! You're mine, vermin! Die, vermin!
Oh, big guy. One now, man. You should have let me be.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
It's one of them! Fuck, it's fast!
This dude out of nowhere. Ninja.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Shadow looked weird.
Have no fear, brother.
Over there! There's one of them birds!
Bunch of drunks in this theater.
Steady, boy! We've got one of them! No rest for the wicked!
This guy going ham with the fire.
Keep your eyes on it! Cannot be defeated! What's filthy fucking bird! Remember your words, friend! Bloody monster! What's up with this? Dead! Turn around.
That works.
It's locked. I should find the key to that box. It's locked, all right. Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind. It's locked. Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength.
Drops him instantly to the ground.
I'm getting you out of here.
spare me? As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I trust you, Edgar, but the Guard of Prewin is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Well, I guess we know who my
Why would the
maker
Guard
was.
of Prewin believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Prewin so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Prewin in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance, just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
How dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Holy shit. I want to turn at least one person, damn. Ugh.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
Truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
How could I have hint failed if he's not dead? We better not have died. Try this theater key.
It's locked, all right.
I wanted to turn at least one person. I guess he was being helpful.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Whew. Did I not save it? Okay, that's fine. Oh. That's good enough for me. I'm outie. Bedtime.